Hey, what is happening, everybody? You are back with the Real PG for another NBA player prop video for today, Saturday, January the 7th. Before we get into the video, if I could please ask you to smash the like button. If you've not got subscribed to the channel, make sure to get subscribed and to hit that bell button for the most up-to-date information on player line movement, player injuries, and anything else in regards to today's slate. Last but not least, three important links in the description section below. First is to the free Discord, which is basically the heart and soul of the Real PG community. About 1,000 people deep, 24 hours a day, talking NBA, NFL, NHL, Prizepicks, Thrive, the whole nine. Tons of information to be had here, guys. Check this out on your own time, but definitely get involved. What you're getting on YouTube are very much first looks, but throughout the day, there's more and more progression of my plays that you will get on the Discord. Next link is going to be for the Patreon. There's a base tier and an all access tier. The base tier is 20, all access VIP is 40. The difference being all access VIP has direct access to me about 18 hours a day. You get to see all of my lineups throughout the day. You can ask me questions to look up player for you. This morning, as a matter of fact, I did an hour-long one-on-one with somebody who asked for some help, so did like an hour-long YouTube thing with them. So I'm willing to go out of my way for my VIP members, to say the least. If you're curious about how we've done lately, well, last night was rough. Not gonna lie, last night was definitely rough, but we are up 92.9 units in the Patreon over the first 5 days of the month. And you can check out kind of what people have to say about the Patreon, some of our wins, stuff like that in the testimonial section. Um, so yeah, come on in and check this out on your own time, guys. All stuff is pretty self-explanatory. Third link is going to be for Thrive Fantasy, my partnering site. Probably my favorite site to be betting at by a long shot at this point in time, for a couple of reasons. First off, the pay is the best in the industry. I mean, where else are you getting 3.6x for a 2-man, 6.2x for a 3-man, 11x for a 4, and 20.5x for a 5-man? Nowhere. Not to mention, they also run their own form of daily fantasy, but more prop derived, if that makes sense. Basically, what's going on, if you enter a contest, there's 20 props. You need to pick 10 of them. They have them for all sports. You have to pick 10 of them. They are worth a point values. What they do is they shade the actual line a little to the over, a little to the under, and then they value the one side just like they would on a Vegas line. The one side is minus, the one side is a plus. You know, one side's more likely to hit, one is less likely to hit. The one that's less likely pays you more. So the person with the most points at the end of the 10 picks wins the guaranteed prize pool. In this case, 25K is what the guaranteed prize pool is. I think first K at $5,000 on a $20 entry. There's tons of great stuff happening over here. If you sign up with my promo code, capital letters PG, you deposit $20 minimum. So what's going to happen? They're first off going to double your deposit. They're going to match it 100% up to $100. If you deposit 20, you'd get 20 for free. 50, you'd get 50 for free. And 100, you would get 100 for free. But 20 is the minimum for the promotion. Second, once you are verified that you have signed up with my code, capital letters PG, you've deposited $20 minimum, and that you have made just any bet. You can bet $1 all day, every day on Thrive. That is another perk. You don't have to bet a $5 minimum if you don't have the bankroll for it. So you just need to submit a play. Once you've done those three things, come on the Discord, let me know. I get you verified. At that point, once you're verified, I'm going to pay you $10 back out of my own pocket as a thank you for signing up and coming to try Thrive. Meaning if you deposit 20, you would get 40 and you're going to get 10 cents back. So you're getting 30 free dollars to play with. On top of that, I'm going to be giving you my VIP Patreon plays for the day that you are approved so that you can spend it on your free $30 if you choose to do so. Not only that, but last but not least, you are going to get entered into a raffle that is going to be held on January the 20th for a jersey of your choice. NBA, NFL, NHL player, does not matter. Totally up to you, and it is only for people who have signed up with my user code and followed the rest of the steps for Thrive in the past 30-day period. So the odds of winning the raffle are not going to be too bad, you guys. So get signed up today. Big things happening over here. And like I said, if you don't like it, it costs you $10 to get $40 worth of credit and play over here. And if nothing else, that's that. I promise you will like it over here, though, guys. It is a great bankroll builder. And like I said, there is tons of upside to having just a second book to bet on. And with different lines and different approaches, you can cover more bases between the two sides. All right, guys, let's get into today's picks. So I do have two for you right now over on Thrive. So let's head to the prop lobby and go to the NBA. So first play we're going to be looking at is Nicola Vucevic, who absolutely smashed yesterday. He was our core play, one of our 4 core plays yesterday. Definitely smashed that one. I think he's going to do it again today against Utah. Let's take a look at why. So if we look at the center versus Utah, you will see that they give up the 5th most fantasy points in the league. They are giving up the 4th most points in the league to the center. They are giving up the 7th most rebounds to the center in the league, and they are giving up the 2nd most assists in the league. So really, you could go PRA if you wanted to. I think yesterday's game with 10 assists was a bit of an anomaly, but I think the points and rebounds are going to be there for sure. If you do want to go PRA, I think that is fine, though. Let's also take a look. Vooch has been much more consistent on the road than he has been at home, but I do think with his matchup, he should be able to get it done. So this is his home games points. He has hit on 5 of the last 10 only, but today with the amazing matchup, I think he can get it done. If we look at the rebounds at home, very strong lately. Very, very strong, as is his points been. So if we look at the combined points and rebounds, he's only hit it in 2 of 10, but he has been within a basket short 1, 2, 3 times, been 2 baskets short 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times. If he had 2 buckets more or a bucket and a couple boards, he would have hit. So given the matchup today, I like the look. Let's take one last thing into consideration, and that would be what his past is with Utah. So Nicola Vucevic game logs versus Utah. Okay, Utah. All right, so Vooch has put up games of 16 and 9, 10 and 11, 16 and 12, 16 and 8, 34 and 8. See, we're back in Orlando now. So since he's been with the Bulls, he hasn't had anything that has cleared this by more than the hook, but he has been right in the number, right around the number again, within a couple of points, like 2 baskets in all of these matchups as well as what he's done on the road. So it does have its caveats. It's a little scary, but the way Vooch has been playing overall and a matchup like this, I think he has a hard time not getting to that number. So the first play we're going to lock in is either Vooch's P plus R or Vooch's PRA. Because I already have the P plus R locked in, I'm going to play PRA this time just to get different. If you think his boards alone could just hit, since they're only at 11.5, let's take a look. What he's had for rebounds, 9, 11, 12 over the last 3. You know, his points have been 1.5 short, a dud game, 1.5 short, 1.5 short. So, I mean, he's been right there. Assist, 2, 1, 2, 4. So I don't see any reason including the assist, really. I mean, unless he has just some freakish game like he did last night, which is totally possible considering the matchup is top 2 for assist, again, top 4 for points, and top 7 for rebounds. So whatever way you like this the most, you can certainly look at. Vooch is a good play all around. I also do like Zach LaVine in his points today. I have to check since they only have points and assists and points plus rebounds offered, though, what would look the best, if either, and if I will settle with either, or if I have to go just points over on the other sites. So let's take a look at LaVine. Another player who is not as good at home as they are on the road, but who is in a fantastic spot. If we look at the shooting guard, versus Utah as far as points go. Really? Did I look at this wrong before? Did I miss them? Yeah, top. They're the number one. I missed them. There it is. I was going to say. Must have done something wrong before. Number one matchup, shooting guard points. Assist. Number two in the league. Same as the number one. Same exact score. 6.48 assists per game. 31.3 points a game. Locking in LaVine's points plus assist. Let's take a look what his points plus assist have looked like. That's rebounds plus assists. Points plus assist. So, been really consistent for the most part. 27, 30, dud game. 28, 27, 28, 49. And then his last two games at home were not the greatest. But again, he's in the best spot in the league today. I have a hard time believing he messes this one up. I think him and Vuce are both in great spots. So let's go ahead and lock in his points plus assist. We will also double check what LaVine has done in the past just to make sure he is not just totally dudded out against Utah. 20 points, 5 assists, 33 points, 5 assists, 26 points, 5 assists, 23 points, 3 assists, 27 points, 4 assists. This is why I prefer just the points, but I will take points plus assist. I have no problem with that. Points plus rebounds honestly looks just as good in his history, but the rebounds are not there as far as the matchup goes. The rebounds are middle of the league. Not even. Rebounds are top 6 as well, guys. Okay, so the PRA is honestly not a bad look, or the PR, PA, whichever you prefer, really, at this point. Let's look at the P plus R versus the P plus A. Not much of a difference. So, since we can't get just straight points or straight PRA, which all of which look the exact same, to be honest. And like I said, I wish he was playing on the road today. Because, you look at his road stats, and this man is a killer on the road. Absolute killer on the road. So let's hope he can bring some of this consistency home. Let's look overall what he's been doing lately. If we follow the pattern, today's an off day. We followed the pattern with Trey yesterday just to see what happened. The pattern held true. So let's see. I love the play personally. Again, there's caveats, but he's destroyed them for the most part in the past as a Bull. He's got insane matchups today. So I think I'm okay locking it in. So there's two. I'm going to add one more because I can't play them together. So let's take a look at Lauri Markkanen. And we're going to look at his points plus rebounds. This man has been out of this world lately. Since we were on his game, let's look Lauri's points at 26.5, minus 135. Lauri's rebounds at 8.5, plus 108 to the over. This was originally 7.5, juiced heavily. It's bumped to 8.5. So as a combined total, we have 35 between the points and the rebounds. If they both hit, it would be 27.9, so that's 36. Somewhere between 34 and 36 is hopefully the number then that we're looking at. 35.5, there we go. So that's not a bad look. Otherwise, I would say take points, but they got it bumped at 27.5 here because of the juice. So, let's take a look at Lauri and what he has been doing on the road. So, on the road, been very, very, very strong lately. Last 5 points have been smashes. Let's look at the rebounds. Solid. Not great, but the last 4 have not been terrible. Points plus rebounds. Bingo, bingo. Looks just as good at the points, but you don't see a bump. The points got the 1 point bump from 26.5 to 27. The boards don't have the bump. With the P plus R, it doesn't have the bump. So let's go ahead. Let's lock Lauri as the third play. Final play. We're going to send it. We're going to cross our fingers because I'm off. I don't give contents on the weekends normally. This is all some first look kind of stuff. That's all I will be doing today. Let's head over to Prizepicks. I've made a couple plays. Um, so yeah, let's take a look at a couple different ones, a couple of the same. So let's head to the NBA. Let's actually head to the first half NBA first, and let's get this out of the way. We're gonna play Sabonis. If you want to play on points, totally fine. If you want to play on PRA, totally fine. First half, the only reason I'm taking this instead of full game with a game that has a close enough spread at 6, as well as a high total at 242, highest on the slate. The only reason I'm taking first half is hit rate alone. If we look at the full game hit rates for Sabonis on his points and his PRA, they are not even comparable. There's points, here's PRA. Why would you take either of those when he is a first half monster? So let's go back to the first half NBA. Look at Sabonis. We'll go PRA just for, we'll take a look. We'll go PRA for now. Let's take a look at his matchup. Sorry guys, I got someone at the door. My dog's going nuts. So we've got Lauri Markkanen. Sorry, give me 1 second, guys. Sorry about that, guys. Alright, so Sabonis, let's take a look at his Vegas lines. So scroll on down to Domantas Sabonis, and if we take a look, so his rebounds are juiced at minus 138 to the over, plus 104 to the under. His points at minus 111 to the over, minus 119 to the under, so about even money on the points, about even money on the PRA. The other thing we could look at, though, based on that juice, is full game rebounds. So let's take a look at that and just see if it's comparable. So he's barely got there in the 3 he's got there. We'll look at it. So let's take a look at his past. All right. 13 points, 21 boards most recently, and that was about a month ago, not even. So tough day scoring, apparently. He only took 8 shots. So my guess is they probably won this game by quite a bit. And he didn't need to shoot. But he did pull down 21 boards and 12 assists. If we look past that, his only other game as a King, he had 21 points, 10 rebounds, and 6 assists. Prior to that, his rebound totals were 12, 12, 14, and 10. So he's been right in the wheelhouse of that 13-5, but I'm not comfortable with it. So let's look at his first half and see how that has been. So he's had 5 points, 11 boards, 3 assists, giving us a 19 PRA total. That would not have hit. This one, 12 points, so he would have hit points, and 20 PRA, so he would have hooked shy on the PRA. This game, he's with the Pacers, so it really doesn't matter. So again, he's at totals of 19 and 20. We need 21 tonight. So I'm personally going to say this is a lean right now, but the way he's been playing, I can't, in any good nature, play an under. I could fade Sabonis, I guess, but due to the fact that I'm not going to be doing any in-depth content, this is, I think, a solid play to look at and to look deeper into. All of these plays on YouTube, you guys should be looked into further. Like I said, when you go into the Discord, I'm constantly updating my plays as I research more and more, and these are really first looks and not plays you should be tailing directly, even though a lot of days we do sweep these picks as well. What you're getting in the Discord and especially in the Patreon is totally different. So just a word to the wise there that it's not necessarily smart to just straight tail these picks in the videos, but to maybe look into them further yourself. unless it's the one that I do put out later in the day and I tell you, hey, I'm really sure of these plays. But in this case, these are definitely some first looks, so just be careful today. The slate is really ugly with the injuries. But the other plays I would look at on this site would be Markkanen. Again, they have his points jacked to 27.5, so I would take points plus rebounds. And then, last but not least, probably would be looking at LaVine again and just straight points on this site. So those would probably be the three that I would advise at this point in the day. And again, I'm not going to be going any further on the weekends. Again, I'll try to do a little bit more in-depth research before tomorrow's video, but I am off on weekends, so I try to just get what I can in with the time I have. So I do apologize. Monday through Friday, though, you guys are getting much better looks. So I wish you the best of luck with these. Definitely do look into them a little further, but you have seen the base stats. You do know what you're looking at. If you make these picks, you do know what you're getting yourself into. So, again, best of luck. And until the next one, guys, peace.